You are now in tune now. On the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster Jammin'. I am your host for the Underground News Network, your brother, Ital Ayman I. Thus ended the journey in the sea, the bodies of those who died in that journey. Finally, we disembarked. We landed in a place where there was sunshine, just like home. There was the ocean that resembled very much like the sea back home. And there was also the land that looked just like home. There was everything just like back home. It might still have been home in reality, our land, Haiti. It was still our land, Haiti. Have we just been turning round and round on that ocean? How did we manage to come back here again on our land, Haiti? Have we arrived here, the 2 feet first, meaning dead? Are we still alive, I wonder? Everything seems somewhat destroyed, but it is still on our land. We are still on our land. We thank the God of the sea, Agwita Oyo, to have preserved us and not to have allowed these people to lose us along the way. We thank again God who made these people bring us back on what is still our land, Haiti, safely. We are finally back home, Haiti Toma. We are finally back again, Haiti Toma. Everything seems a bit broken down, destroyed, but this country is home, Haiti Toma. This country is really, really home, Haiti Toma. Everything which is in the interior of the boundary lines of our country, Haiti Toma. The Haitian Revolution, 1791 to 1804, is a period of violent conflict in the French colony of Saint Dominique, leading to the elimination of slavery and the establishment of Haiti as the first republic ruled by blacks. Although hundreds of rebellions occurred during the slave era, only the revolt on Saint Dominique beginning in 1791 was successfully and permanently abolishing slavery. The Haitian Revolution is the only successful revolution in human history, and as such is regarded as a defining movement in the history of Africans in the New World. Although an independent government was created in Haiti, its society continued to be deeply affected by the pattern established by the French under colonial rule. The French established a model of minority rule over the illiterate poor using violence and threats. Colonialism and slavery were outlived by the racial prejudice that they had contributed to. The new post-rebellion racial elite, referred to as mulattoes, had African ancestry, but many were also of European ancestry as descendants of white planters. Some had received education, served in the military, and accumulated land and wealth. Lighter skinned than most Haitians, who were descendants mostly of former enslaved Africans, these mulattoes dominated politics and economics. Historians traditionally identify the catalyst to revolution as a particular voodoo ceremony in August 1791, formed by a voodoo priest. Now enter stage right the Christian fundamentalist Pat Robertson. Pat Robertson said The Haiti quake was God's punishment for Haitian slaves packed with the devil to win freedom from France. You're now in tune on the one. At this time, we call it the force itself, the master blaster jamming. We're going to come back with part 3, and we're going to continue this narrative. I am your brother, the Rastafari. I told Ivan I. Hold tight. Peace.